Congratulations.
My name is Tomohiro Toyotomi. Actually, from today, I'm an average 28-year-old man named Tomohiro Washibetsu. And her name is Midori Washibetsu. Yes, I'll be taken in by her family today. She was the president's daughter of the company I work at. After the end of the year party, I had found her sleeping in my room. Take responsibility, she had said. That was how we met. It was my fault for thinking about liability, and here we are now.
It was a good wedding. Let's go.
Whoa, don't pull my arm like that. After the ceremony ended and we greeted everyone, we headed home. I was used to her aggressiveness and stubbornness, so I'll be fine. I was thinking that as I sat in the car on the way home. At a red light, something caught my eye. Someone's unconscious?
It's probably a homeless person. Let's go home and spend our first night together.
No, but I know it's almost spring, but would you lie down on a bench like this?
I don't know. Who cares about other people?
The light will turn green soon. I let my thoughts turn frantically. Am I really okay with this? Bossed around by Midori, always being on the safe side. Am I okay living like that? What if that person is really not feeling well? Am I gonna let someone die in front of me again? Gah! Don't think about it, me!
Wait! Tomohiro, where are you going?
I made a decision internally, parked the car, and started running. I'm sorry, I can't let it go.
Huh?
If it's nothing, I'll just apologize to Midori, that's all. Yes, that should have been all. Are you okay? The situation was far worse than I had imagined. Raspy breath, forehead glistering with sweat, holding her stomach in pain. It was immediately obvious that the woman on the bench was not doing well.
My stomach.
Stay calm. I'll take you to the hospital right now. I carried the woman and opened my mouth to ask for the door to be opened, but...
Hey, are you letting her in this car? You're kidding, right? Just leave it.
No, that's not okay. Even if it's a stranger, I'm sure she'll feel better if someone's by her side.
Stop messing around. It's divorce if you're going to prioritize someone over the president's daughter. You're fired. Are you okay with that?
Midori said all that impatiently, but those were terrible things to say. Of course, I don't want to live if it means I forget how to have a heart. Without thinking, my voice was raised, but I didn't intend to take it back.
I'm okay. Think.
The smile she put on for me crumbled in pain. In the end, I knew things wouldn't be resolved and called an ambulance. After that, a huge fight with Midori.
Apologize for choosing that homeless woman over me.
What do you mean apologize?
On our first married night. I'm going to print the divorce papers, so sign them and get out. You're fired too.
So, we were married for less than a day. What should I do now? I was divorced, kicked out of our house, and had lost my job. I was eventually gonna run the company with Midori, so I had just become a board member. It was easy for them to fire me. The new house was prepared by Midori's family, so it was under her name. I had no claims to it after being kicked out. To tell the truth, I had to put up a front and paid for half of the grand wedding ceremony and honeymoon, so I had no money left. Why does this happen to me? I have to find a place to sleep tonight. Brr, it's cold, but I'm glad it's not midwinter. In the end, I returned to the bench and lay down with my jacket as a blanket. A few days after the wedding, to think I'd be lying down on a bench at night. I stayed at a cheap hotel and immediately started job hunting. But the money in my wallet was quickly dwindling. Can I find a job like this?
Oh? What are you doing? You'll catch a cold if you sleep there. Aren't you gonna go home? Are you drunk?
Someone spoke to me. Someone around mid-20s. What? I'm camping. I don't have a home.
Oh my, you're homeless? You don't look like you are. Give me a sec.
She ran off somewhere and came back.
Here, warm coffee. Warm yourself up first. You must be cold, right?
What? I feel bad, and I'm trying to sleep, so the caffeine.
Shut up. I'm feeling good today. Plus, I don't want you to fall asleep yet.
Huh? Then, she told me to follow her, and we came to a room in an apartment-like building.
Sleep here tonight. I'm sure it's better than outside. It's one of our employee dorm rooms.
What? But you don't even know me.
I told you. I'm feeling good today. I'll help you out. We'll talk tomorrow. Good night.
With that, she left. I didn't even know her name yet. The next morning, I was taken to an empty 3-story office building.
Sorry to bring you here. This is the office my father used to run.
Oh, used to run. So that means...
As you can see, well, let's just say some people are all talk. No, that doesn't matter. The building and assets were saved, and at the end of last year, he was able to go bankrupt. So this is just here. But my father suddenly became weaker these past months, you know?
We went into a room labeled President, and she sat down in a chair before introducing herself.
Oh, this is overdue. But my name is Chitose Nimuro. And you are?
Tomohiro Toyotomi. I forgot to say this. Thank you for last night.
It's nothing. So, what was a homeless person like you doing there? Can you tell me about your situation? I see. You helped out a homeless person and became homeless yourself.
Chitose seemed to accept my explanation of my situation. Why am I telling all of this to a woman I just met? I must have been itching to complain to someone, and strangely, I was able to talk to her.
If that's your deal, then I'll let you stay in that room for a while. I'll show you some jobs too.
What? But you just met me last night! You trust someone that easily? Also, I'm a guy. You didn't think it would be dangerous to bring me to a place like this with no one around?
It's all good. If anything happens, I have this ready.
Yikes! Chitose brought out a crowbar-like object that was hidden by the desk. Terrifying. For me, this was a serendipitous encounter. I decided to accept her offer gratefully. What? You're gonna start a company? I listened to her plan and shouted in surprise.
Shh! This is a hospital, so be quiet. Actually, I've been thinking for a little bit. My father retired, but we have the office and the dorms. Also, I've been saving up, so I thought it's a good opportunity. I plan to ask my sister to join, so I hope she accepts.
My current self had no options. What was important was whether I survived tomorrow and the day after. By the way, why the hospital? Is your sister here?
Huh? Oh, I'm just guessing, but probably... Oh, it's here.
Chitose entered the hospital room cheerfully. I followed after her.
Oh, Nei-chan, I'm here. How are you? Of course I'm not okay. What?
Wait, from the other day? It was the homeless woman that I had called an ambulance for.
Thank you. For the other day, you saved me.
The one bowing her head was Asari Nemuro, Chitose's older sister.
I knew it. I thought your guys' stories lined up, so I figured.
Apparently, Chitose had been aware, and she was watching us warmly. She looked happy.
Let me thank you too. Thank you for saving my sister.
Oh, I'm blushing. I heard afterward, but Asari was married and living in her husband's house. Originally, she was working as a manager in their father's company, but the company went bankrupt and she went to live there. But Asari couldn't stand the oppressive environment and ran away without any money. She had walked for several days to get here. But as soon as she reached her hometown, she got acute appendicitis. She was being taken down by her appendix, and I had saved her. Yesterday, Chitose was notified, and she had found me on the way home from the hospital. That was the story. By the way, that ex-husband was the one that destroyed Chitose's parents' company.
If it were me, I would have done it this way. Why can't they do something so simple?
His words were meaningless and condescending after the fact.
The people below me can just do what I say because they're dumber than me.
The wolf in sheep's clothing was undressed when he got married. As a result, the best employees left first, and the clients were angry. Finally, the company was ruined.
What? You got divorced?
A week later, Asari was discharged, and she hired a lawyer to mediate her divorce. She asked me why I was living in the employee dorms that no one used.
It's my fault. How can I repay you?
No, I don't regret it. Actually, I'm sorry. I thought about just leaving you there.
But you came back, right? That's all that matters. You saved me. Thank you.
I'm glad you say that. I was able to save someone this time. I'm glad. Asari's face seemed slightly confused at my statement. I might have let too much slip.
Okay, stop flirting with each other and look at me.
I turned toward the voice. Chitose grinned with a whiteboard next to her, and she looked proud.
Okay, I will announce our business plan. It's gonna be rental offices.
Rental offices?
Yeah, we're gonna use partitions, and it'll be for independent business owners. We're going to be the managers. We're paying property taxes, but it's too spacious to be used as an office.
I see. It's for people who want an office address, but it's for themselves, so they don't want to rent. I acted like I was thinking. I guess there's less risk if you divide out rather than just renting out to one company. I think it'll be tough to manage, but it's a good idea. We're using something that's available to use.
I'm in. I think it's a good idea. This place isn't far from the station, too. Thanks, you two. But that's not all. This place is 3 stories.
She started writing out her plan on the whiteboard.
I think this is it. The second floor is rental offices. The first floor will be rented out to a restaurant. That way, the second floor customers will eat downstairs, right? It's a symbiotic effect. Oh, I see. And the third floor that says us. Manager's office? Nope. I'm mad that that moron ruined our company, so once we can, let's do something.
We were hired by Chitose and became busy. Even if it was because I helped Asari, the two of them really were treating me well.
Tomohiro, carry this. We need a man's hands.
Okay, gotcha. Before long, we had no walls up with each other, and I was living a fulfilled life. Red light, commotion, a scream. Me, standing in shock. I couldn't speak. I could only just stand there. I wanted to forget. I had forgotten. Or so I thought. But I was remembering it now. That was a cruel dream. A year later, the rental office spaces were all full. Chitose had been right.
When we reached out for tenants, several places applied. I'm glad.
When construction was finished, we reached out for tenants for the first floor. I'm sure they'll be going in steadily.
Considering our initial investment, we're still in the red. But at this rate, we'll get it back soon enough.
Every day was quite busy, but we were finally on an upward trajectory.
Did you decide what the 3 of us are gonna do? It's taking a long time.
Chitose asked me. It was up to me what would be done with the third floor space. Yeah, sorry.
For some reason, you aren't decisive when it's necessary. You don't like to go forward and decide things, even though you can do your job well. Why?
Sorry.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming you. I just wanted to know. Try saying something without thinking of consequences. The 3 of us are going to decide if we really do it.
That's right. If Chitose decides, it'll be decided. That's why she was trying to get me to suggest something. I'm ashamed, but
It's okay. I know you'll come up with something good.
They both had kind faces, but in the end, I was just afraid of making decisions.
Come on, Tomohiro. Let's watch that. 15 minutes of showtime, hurry!
Whoa, you're pulling! Once things are settled, rental management becomes less work. Honestly, you could say it's easy. Today, Asari was in charge of phones, and Chitose and I were out. According to her, this was a date. Oh yeah, her divorce was official now. She didn't get much alimony, but she said she got rid of a demon.
Hey Tomohiro, this or this? Which one is better?
After the movie, we went around some shops. We were choosing her spring wardrobe at a boutique. I think both are good. You should choose what you like.
That's not it. I'm asking which one you like. Which is your taste? You gotta choose one. Jeez.
We left the shop and Chitose sighs deeply. I might have turned her off completely. Sorry.
If you really are, then be better. You helped my sister of your own free will, right?
She's done with me. Spineless. I'm so spineless.
It's pointless trying to get him to make a decision.
I heard a familiar voice and turned around. A familiar face. Midori Washibetsu was there. I didn't recognize the man next to her, but it's probably her boyfriend or something. He had a condescending, nasty expression on his face. Midori.
He's always been indecisive. He just leans on people and follows them. I married him because he would listen to anything and was easy to use, but he betrayed me.
She calls helping others betrayal? It seems like she hasn't changed since last year. On the other hand, Chitose looked pale as she looked at the man.
Hey, Chitose! Long time! How's Asari?
Nissan,
What? So this was Asari's ex-husband.
this woman. I see. What a coincidence. How do you two know each other? Oh, are you curious? Dying to know? Actually, I got engaged to this lovely man yesterday.
That's right! We were gonna go look at engagement rings together.
He's much better and more trustworthy than Tomohiro. Men should be decisive and trustworthy.
Midori says this condescendingly. They're two peas, grinning at each other.
He's going to be replacing you as a board member. I'm so glad we got someone better than Tomohiro. Blessings to you both. Oh yeah, I heard you're behind on your alimony payments. Pay up soon.
Heh, I'll pay it. I don't want to be involved with you lot anymore. This is Midori's ex-husband, right? Poor people get along well.
Yeep, you're right. Fortunately, we're getting along well. Let's go, Tomohiro. I don't want to look at this trash anymore.
Chitose pulled me away.
Ugh, I'm pissed. I saw a face I didn't want to see.
We left the crowded area and sat on the park bench. Chitose was irritated.
You're okay with them saying that to you? They're saying you're easily manipulated.
Sorry.
Not sorry. There must be a reason. I can't believe you're just some indecisive guy because you saved my sister.
I'm scared. I finally said it, probably because it was Chitose. I was saying this.
Scared? Of course it takes courage for anyone to make a decision.
No, that's not it. When I was in high school, my parents were hit by a car in front of me.
An accident?
The driver was a college student with no license. He ran through a green light. I couldn't do anything. I might have been able to do something for my mom and dad, but I just stood there. Everyone tells me. They blame me. Why didn't you move? You could have saved your parents. I couldn't move. Like a doll without free will. Ever since then, I was like this. I became scared of making decisions for other people. I started to leave all decisions to other people. It must be trauma. I remember that day and I can't move.
I see. Sorry I made you remember. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay.
I felt her warmth wrap around me. Am I crying?
Still, you saved my sister. You saved Asari Nemuro. You should be proud. You're allowed to be. You thought and you moved. You came back. so my sister was okay.
Thanks, Chitose. In that moment, strangely, I felt saved.
What? You saw him?
We returned to the office on the 3rd floor and told Asari what had happened. She was shocked, of course.
Yeah, for some reason he was with Tomohiro's ex-wife. They said they got engaged. What? Really? What a coincidence. Right? But for real, Tomohiro's ex-wife has got quite the bomb in her arms. For real. History repeats itself, as they say. Chitose, you won't tell? Of course not. What's gonna happen?
Oh, you guys, don't make that face. If what they had said so far was true, well, the outcome was foreseeable.
See? I knew it was gonna fail. I would have done it this way. You idiots! Why can't you just do what I say? You lack understanding. I was wrong too, but it's your fault.
The new board member / ex-husband was really letting his talents shine. As for me, how about a secretarial work agency? When I talked to the business owners, they said it's hard to manage expenses. Also, we've done that kind of work on the managing side, right? I think it's a good fit.
I see. It's a good idea. Tomohiro-san, good work.
I felt like I could take a step forward thanks to them. A year later.
Bankruptcy?
It's not my fault. The employees couldn't keep up with my demands.
Midori's company lost its longtime employees, angered its clients, and deals were cut. Asari's ex-husband caused all kinds of problems, and the business couldn't stay afloat. No terrible employees, just a terrible board member. On the other hand, us?
Tomohiro? Where's the invoice for this feeling has gotta be love?
Oh, I just sent the data. I demand baguettes. Invoice is ready too. The 2nd floor business owners caused us to get more clients, and we were running out of hands. We'll be busier and busier. As for my love life,
2 divorcees. Let's get married. I think you'll be better off with me.
soon enough, I was being proposed to by the sisters. With or without my trauma, this was a difficult decision to make. My name is Aoya Yumigahama. I'm 39. I'm the managing director of a company. But we're just a company with about 100 employees. It's not a big company, and there's no need to force it to grow.
Executive Director, listen. Goto-san is terrible.
Here we go again. I would rather protect my employees' lives and smiles like this than take risks. My father, the president, is half retired, so I have to do the hard work. I was in the president's office again as usual, busy as the acting president.
Hey, Aoya, it's good to see you working hard.
Suddenly, my older brother Sueharu and my parents came into the office. Sueharu? Dad and mom too? It's rare for my brother, who's always holed up at home, comes out like this. And my parents too. They rarely show up these days. What's going on?
I'll get straight to the point. Get out of the company. I'm taking over.
Huh? What is he saying all of a sudden? I looked at my dad, and he nodded in affirmation.
Well, leave the rest to me and enjoy your time. I'm the heir now.
He says with a smirk. No way! I mean, why do I have to leave? Why don't we just work together?
You don't understand. I don't want any trouble in the company.
Trouble?
You don't want factions to form within the company, do you? It's not good for the company. Well, I think they'll all go with me, the handsome genius, anyway.
Huh?
What if I become popular with female employees? You can't say anything back, can you?
Handsome? Seriously?
Hey, why are you surprised about that the most?
Well, he's got a typical middle-aged fat and flabby face. I've never seen anyone who calls himself handsome with that kind of a face.
Anyway.
And after that, we got into a big fight. But in the end, my dad shouted at me.
I've made my decision.
So I gave up. A big sigh comes out. I didn't want to see them again. So, not only the company, but I also left home. I immediately found an apartment and started looking for a job. But they say it's hard to change jobs after 35. It's so true. I didn't even pass the resume screening for several companies. It was hard. I'm not in immediate need of money, but still, the sooner I find a job, the better. I wonder how I can find a good job. Wait, huh? When I was going up the stairs at the station for another interview, the woman in front of me suddenly wobbled. Watch out! I immediately held her to protect her and fell on my back. Ugh! Oh God, that hurt! Hey, are you alright? While speaking out, I felt pain in my back. With the extra weight of one human being, it was quite a shock. But since we had only started going up the stairs, it wasn't too bad.
I'm sorry. I got dizzy.
I'm glad to hear that you're okay. Oh, what? Next thing I knew, I saw an unknown ceiling and a girl's face.
Ah, he's awake.
Who's that? I mean, where am I? White room, white bedding, slight smell of medicine. Hospital, perhaps?
Botan-chan, he's up.
A girl calls someone. Who's Botan-chan?
Oh, thank God. You woke up. Are you alright?
One woman came and said so. Who might you be? I asked her, as I had no idea who she was.
You saved me at the station. Oh, we can talk later. I'll go get a doctor.
It's been a few hours since I woke up. The doctor says there's nothing wrong with me, but I might have hit my head. He said if I felt anything weird, I should come to the hospital again immediately.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm sorry. I've been anemic since this morning and I'm sorry.
She told me her name is Botan Goraya. Well, I'm glad that we're both safe.
Thank you for saying so. If it weren't for you, I would have been in danger. I told you, you didn't have to push yourself. Next time, you better listen to me.
It was Kasumi Goraya who just said that. She seems to be Botan's older sister. The girl beside her is her daughter, Nagi-chan. I guess I woke up when they came to check on me, after hearing what happened. She seems to be a single mother, but of course, I shouldn't ask her the details. So, why are we walking together like this?
Thank you very much for saving my sister. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All three of them bowed their heads to me. This is embarrassing.
And since it's already evening, how about a dinner? We want to thank you properly.
So we decided to have dinner together.
What? You had a job interview today?
Actually, I called them, but they said they didn't want a guy who will be late. We went into a nearby restaurant that allowed kids, and they asked me about my job, so I told them honestly. But of course, a human life is more important, so I'm just glad you, Goraya-san. Oh, I guess both of you are Goraya-san. I'm glad Botan-san is safe.
He's got a great personality, huh? What kind of experience do you have? What can you do?
What? Well, I worked in various departments to take over my father's company. What's with this question all of a sudden? Wait, I just said something I didn't have to say. Maybe I just wanted to complain about what happened at the company to someone.
Alright, I've made the decision.
She decided on something. I wonder what?
Aoya Yumigahama-san, we will hire you. You can live and work in our house.
Huh? I was dumbfounded.
Oh, wow! I can't believe Kasumi said that. This is rare.
Botan clapped her hands, but I still can't wrap my head around it. Hire? Live in your house? What? Is this a joke? General management department? And I'm the head? The next day, I went to the designated company and was greeted by the Goraya sisters.
Yup. I've wanted to create this new department, but I couldn't find the right person to be the head.
Kasumi is the president of a food processing company called Goraya Food Processing, which she inherited from her father.
I look forward to working with you. I'm confident you'll do just fine.
And Botan is the secretary, apparently.
I'm glad for you. You found a job.
Botan takes me around the office. It has around 100 employees, about the same size as the previous company. But is it okay? I wonder what everyone would think if I suddenly became the manager.
Please shut them up with your ability. Kasumi hired you because she expects you to be that good.
That's a lot of pressure. But she's right. By the way, simply put, my role is to be the coordinator within the company. I would tell Kasumi about various issues that employees have, and vice versa.
There's no need to feel so much pressure. Just think of yourself as my assistant for now.
Botan says that to make me feel better. Thank you. Plus, you even provided me with a place to live.
No, you helped me first. I mean, I might have been gone by now in the worst case.
I don't want to think about that, but it was possible. I'm glad I helped her. Well, I was brought to my new residence by Botan after work. I thought it would be a company dorm or something, but it turned out to be their apartment. This is huge. Wait, seriously? I'm gonna live here?
You look surprised. We have plenty of room, so it's okay. Welcome to our home. Welcome.
But wait, you and Kasumi are women, and I'm a guy, you know?
It's okay. I don't mind. My sister says she doesn't mind either.
But I do. I can't even imagine living together with such beautiful ladies.
Oh, but beautiful. I mean, we feel safer to have a man protect us too, you know?
But is it okay to trust me so easily?
Don't forget about me. I'm also a lady. Don't forget about me. I'm so angry. Whoa. Are you okay? Wow, you're foaming at the mouth. I'm home. What happened?
All I could do was to scream in agony pathetically in front of ladies.
That was a disaster, huh? I'm sorry about Nagi.
Kasumi laughs boldly at me as I finally recovered.
Hey, it's not something to laugh about, sis. Sorry. Well, that proves it. If you do something weird, she will attack you. Yeah!
Oh gosh, she's scary. Nagi-chan's starting to look like she's looking at her prey.
I'm really sorry for all the pain we've caused you. I'll make you lots of delicious food as a form of apology, so please, don't be angry. Aoya-san?
Yeah. Kasumi told me that I'm not allowed to speak formally at home. So we are now trying to speak to each other as equals, albeit awkwardly.
So, have you decided to live here? I'd be very grateful if you could stay here. I think that would be better for me too. Yeah, let's have lots of fun.
I felt a strange warmth in my heart when the three of them said that.
What? Hey, Aoya-san? Does it still hurt? I'm sorry.
What? I found myself shedding tears. Why?
Well, we all heard what happened to you. You must have felt relieved.
Kasumi guesses my feelings and speaks for me. Oh, I see. My family kicked me out of the house and I came here, even though I've worked so hard.
Well, you believed in them, but they betrayed you. I understand. It's like when my ex-husband... Oh, never mind about me. Don't worry, Aoya-san. There's no one here to harm you.
Damn it! Damn it!
Oh no, he's crying even more. Hey sis, what should I do? Let him cry. He finally got to cry. He must have been holding it in for so long.
Yeah, she's right. I was so frustrated, but I held back, trying not to cry. But these girls accepted me, and they were more like family than my real family. And it's been 2 months since I got a new job and a new home.
Yumigahama-san, the client sent us more dedicated slips again. It's just going to be more work for accounting.
Indeed. I'll talk to the sales department to see if they can discuss that with the client. Many companies just use those slips as it's customary. They might not actually need to use them.
Thank you, I'm counting on you.
And so, I think I'm doing a good job at work.
Oh, Botan-chan, Ao-chan.
We came to pick up Nagi from kindergarten as usual after work. She always looks happy when we come to pick her up.
Ever since you came, she's been looking forward to the pickup time even more.
Perhaps she thinks of me as a father.
All right, let's go to the beach. We're taking a vacation together.
It was around the middle of July when Kasumi suddenly said that. Apparently, they had gone on a trip last year too. It seems they want to make it an annual event.
Wow, that sounds fun. Right, Aoya-san?
What? Me too? No, it's okay. It should be a family trip.
What are you talking about? You are already like our family, aren't you?
Huh? I gasped. I didn't expect her to say such kind words to me.
That's right. It's boring without you, Aoya-san. Beach! Let's go, let's go! Ao-chan too!
So the 4 of us came to the beach.
Here, Aoya-san.
Here, Nagi. Can you take this?
Woo! Here, Mom! Wow, what a strong pass. You got me.
We were like a real family now. About a year has passed since then. This is the cost reduction plan requested by the president. I prepared it after consulting each department.
I think this is appropriate. It's not reckless, it's a solid plan, so this won't be a burden on the employees. As expected of you, I should say. Yeah, thanks to you, the business performance has improved a lot. And the atmosphere in the office is much better than before.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
Well, I knew you are an efficient worker from the day one, and you are good at listening to everyone's complaints. I'm really glad you joined us.
That's too much praising. I'm just doing what I can.
You're good at your job, and you're humble. I really feel like I picked the right person.
They both trust me, and I don't want to betray their trust. I was now living an ordinary, peaceful life. However, a sudden incident occurred during dinner. By the way, Kasumi-san, the emergency food we have in the office is about to expire.
Oh, that's right. My dad prepared those.
Her father retired early due to illness and left the company to Kasumi. He is now living in the countryside with his wife.
So, I guess we'll give them to anyone who want them and buy new ones. Okay, let's do that. Buy some instant ramens. We don't need udons. What? Sis, what are you talking about? We only need instant udons. What? Ramens are far better than udons. Ask the viewers. Of course, you prefer udon, right? You two are scary.
Oh no! Suddenly, a battle between the ramen and udon factions broke out! And just at that moment, we got a visitor, so I headed for the door. Yes, who is it? I was careless. I opened without looking at the intercom screen. We often have a visit from neighbors at this time of the day. No, that's just an excuse. It doesn't mean anything now that I've opened it. Sueharu, Dad, Mom. There they were, the 3 of them, standing side by side.
Hey, you! What did you do?
What? My older brother suddenly said that and grabbed me.
Don't play dumb. More and more people are quitting my company. You definitely did something, didn't you?
What the heck are you talking about?
Oh, so that's your family, huh? Could you not make a scene in front of our house?
The sisters came to check on us.
Oh, women? This punk gets to live with women while I don't?
A punk, you say?
At that moment, their faces turned grim.
Let's talk outside. I don't want them to step into our house.
We went to the family restaurant after asking a neighbor to take care of Nagi-chan. Now we are face to face with each other. The mood is terrible. So, what the heck happened?
Don't play dumb. You must have done something. Actually.
My father, relatively calm, begins to explain. First of all, the people who liked me left. If that was all, it wouldn't have affected them much. But from there, it got worse. Then, my brother started firing people who he didn't like one after another. Furthermore, while cutting expenses recklessly, he was using the company's expense lavishly. He even forced all the salespersons to buy expensive cakes just to make himself look good to his clients. All that has resulted in mass resignations, and they are now in the midst of a storm of lawsuits. And how is that my fault? It's all your fault. The two girls next to me are also dumbfounded. By the way, he really thought I was behind all this and hired a detective. That's how he found me. Seriously, I don't even know what to say.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way I could have made a mistake. Oh yeah, you must have done something behind my back. In the game, I built a city of 1 million people and unified an entire country.
What?
The sisters shout out. I know how they feel.
I followed the theory. It's only because you interfered that it didn't work out.
Enough is enough. How can you run a business with such a stupid game theory?
The first one to speak up was Botan.
Seriously, you should be ashamed of yourself for involving Aoya-san in your nonsense.
Kasumi also said sharply.
It's none of your business.
It is our business. Aoya-san was crying because he was so frustrated. I won't forgive you. I won't forgive you for making such a kind and sincere person cry.
Botan was crying. She was crying for me. Thank you, Botan. I'm glad I met you. I'll do the rest. Dad, why did you let him run the company if you knew this was gonna happen? I ignored my brother and talked to my dad. Then he answered with a sigh.
It's a parental love. Suiharu said he would leave his room if I let him take over the company. If you had done well, everything would have been alright.
What the heck? Are you saying it's my fault?
What the heck? I had no idea such a ridiculous business owner is out there.
What are you? Are you insulting me?
Dad got mad as Kasumi suddenly started laughing, but she did not stop laughing.
Because, you can't possibly run a business just with a knowledge of video games. You suddenly turned a jobless person into a CEO out of pity. Oh gosh, seriously, this is too funny. Seriously. Stop messing around, alright? How fun it is to play with your employees' lives! Your employees are not your pawns. They have their own feelings and lives. Managers hire people with that in mind. And Aoya-san is already an employee and a family member of ours. We're living in peace. You keep having fun with your stupid management game, but don't you dare interfere with our peaceful life.
She gave stern, unhesitating words to them as another manager of a company. After all, What they wanted to do was to bring me back as their CEO for their convenience. But, of course, they ended up being turned away. Then, my mom, who had been silent until then, finally spoke to me.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble. I know I betrayed you and did something unforgivable. But let me just say this as your mother. I'm glad you found a good lady.
Please, be happy. With that, she bowed once and left.
I'm sorry. I feel like I was putting on a show.
No, don't be. I was actually a bit scared of you at the end.
Well, she's an ex-gang member, you know? Actually, she found Nagi-chan's father at the time.
Wow, stop it. Don't dig up my memory, I want to forget.
We laughed peacefully. But what if my parents or my brother come again?
Well then, Aoya-san, let's go home.
We have Nagi waiting for us. She'll get angry if we don't play with her a lot.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine, as long as I'm with them. Strangely, I felt that way so strongly.
I'm off!
A bit of time has passed since then. We're going about our normal lives. And I'm working hard as usual to make sure everyone trusts me at work. Oh yeah, I heard my former company went bankrupt the other day. I guess it's a talent in a way to take down a company that had over 100 employees in just a year.
I knew it. It's best to stay in my room. How did it come to this?
My brother is back to being a shut-in. My dad, who lost his company, was completely lost. He'll be forced to clear his debts from now on.
Hey, I've got an idea. Aoya-san, why don't you become Botan's husband?
Huh? What are you saying out of the blue?
Yeah, sis. What are you saying?
Oh, I thought that's a good idea. But I see if you don't like that. How about me?
What?
Maybe that isn't bad at all. So I thought. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I'm Tsukasa Tohama, a college student who enjoys solo camping. I'm on a campground. Today, I have the whole day off, so I thought I'll do camping all day. I'll start with building the tent. Oh, huh?
Make this like this. What? Why is it not working?
There was an amazingly beautiful woman. I would believe her if she said she was a fashion model. She's so beautiful that she looks good even when she's in trouble. She doesn't seem to know what to do. She must be new to camping, but these things are fun when you do them alone. I might disturb her if I try to help her out. With that in mind, I decided to enjoy my time by myself. She's still doing that? Surprisingly, the woman was still struggling with the same thing even after an hour. I should now try to help her, right? Excuse me?
Huh?
Do you need help?
What are you trying to do?
Huh? What?
I see. This is the so-called nosy uncle. You approach women with the intention of asking for a sneaky payback, huh?
What? No! I've been put under terrible suspicion from the very beginning. It's true that some people with ulterior motives approach women who are new to camping. And she's beautiful, so she might attract those kind of people easily.
And I'm not struggling!
You were definitely struggling no matter how you look at it. For about an hour.
Why do you know that? No, I'm not struggling, so I don't need your help.
I'll help you anyway. I'll teach you, so please remember. Every time I taught her something, she would say, I could have done it myself. But I ignored her and we finished putting up the tent in about 10 minutes. Alright, the tent is up now.
I've done it!
You make it look like you did it by yourself. Anyway, please do your best next time, okay?
Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Well then, I have no more use for you, so please take your leave.
Are you hungry?
I'm not hungry.
But just now...
I'm not hungry.
Please don't glare at me so much. Can you cook?
I can. You underestimate me too much.
This is horrendous. You said you can cook?
Shut up! It's not my fault! This is what happened when I followed a recipe step by step.
I saw you mix in some kind of industrial waste as a secret ingredient.
I did not do that.
I mean, it will never turn out like this if you really follow the recipe. I'll make it. My tent is right there anyway. In the end, I decided to cook for her. She was probably overcome by hunger, and she gladly ate the food I offered her. Is this your first time camping?
It is. My friend recommended me to do it, but I don't get what's fun about it.
Well, it's no fun if she spends an hour struggling to put up a tent. Solo camping is fun. I would even like to spend the day teaching you the benefits of camping, if you don't mind.
What are you trying to do to me?
It's a misunderstanding. I won't do anything to you. It's good that she's so alert, but this is scary. Anyway, I'll explain about the campground here. Doesn't it look complicated and inconvenient if it's your first time?
Yes, but...
The structure of this campground is a bit peculiar and not friendly to newbies. But because the facilities themselves are good, it's been popular among a certain number of people. I've been using this place for several years, and I think I understand how to make the best use of it. I'm sure you'll have problems later if you struggle even with a tent.
Okay. Please teach me?
She told me her name is Mafuyu Hattori. After explaining things to her, I went back to enjoying solo camping. A few hours later, I went to the public bathhouse, which is one of my favorite places in this campground. This place is great because it has a public bathhouse. It's a bit far from my tent though. As usual, I opened the door, excited for a luxurious bath. And there was a goddess.
What?
Oh, the person in front of me is undoubtedly Hattori-san, whom I spoke with a few hours ago. It's not unusual to run into someone you've met in the campground again. Her face was so beautiful and well structured that it made me cringe when I saw it up close. And her skin was so smooth, and I could see the distinctly feminine curvatures that were not visible in her camping outfits. Wait, more importantly, jeez, that old lady at the reception. She must have made a mistake with the gender sign again. How many times does she think I've had to show my amazing body to the ladies?
So you were after my body after all! So disgusting! You bastard!
Ouch! The pattern is so weird. No, wait. This is a man's bath.
How is that possible? I'm calling the police!
This campground is amazing for having a public bathhouse.
So true. Quick, let's get in.
See? It is a man's bath.
What? It really is a men's bath?
The old lady at the reception here often mixes up the gender sign.
Oh, is that so? Wait! More importantly, other customers are going to come in!
I'll draw their attention to me, so in the meantime, you can hide in the storage room where the cleaning supplies are.
Why is there women's underwear here?
I don't have a choice. I'll have to do something about it. Oh, sorry. That cute bra is the one I always wear. Please just ignore it.
Is he a creep?
Hey bro, I don't feel like taking a bath here anymore.
Bro, I don't feel like it anymore either. So let's go back. Hey, wait! Don't run away without me! I'm gonna get molested! Whoa!
That was a terrible thing to say. I understand how they feel, though. Hattori-san, no one's here anymore. Although I was treated as creep.
I'm sorry, Tohama-san. I'm sorry for the trouble.
I'm used to it, so it's fine. In any case, you should get out of here soon. Otherwise your body might come into my sight.
You were just after my body too, after all.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna be enjoying the bath, so please leave before anyone else sees you.
I'll thank you this time, but I still don't trust you. Please keep that in mind.
You are as alert as ever. I was about to return to my tent after I got refreshed in the bath when I bumped into Hattori-san again. We meet again. Why is your face so red?
Shut up! It's none of your business. How can I say that Tsukasa-san's body that I saw in the men's bath was amazing in so many ways?
I thought she might have a fever or something, but her expression told me not to talk about it, so I kept quiet. We see each other a lot today, don't we?
Yes, I don't know what you're after, but...
Jeez, I'm not after anything. Though I can understand why you would be so alert. Because if coincidences like these happen so often, I would become suspicious too. What is it this time? Ooh.
The bugs! Oh, bugs!
Wait, Hatoru-san! It hurts! And at the same time, I get a wonderful sensation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, don't come to me.
Hatoru-san, there's a step there.
What? Ah!
Are you hurt?
No. More importantly, this tent.
Hey, you right there. This tent is pretty expensive. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, this guy. He's the notorious nuisance camper, Yasuo Shimohara. He's a man known as a nuisance camper among experienced campers. Specifically, he's being reported for making sneaky demands by threatening amateur female campers and disturbing other campers when they're enjoying activities. I've also heard that the number of victims has increased even more recently. The most troublesome thing about this man is that he gets pleasure from bugging someone. It's really unfortunate we met him. Why is this guy here in the first place? I was tempted to run away, but if I run away now, Hatoru-san will be in danger.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Well, look, there's a scratch on me's expensive tent. Don't you think you should pay for this?
How much would do?
Let's see. You're beauty. So how about we sleep together tonight? Not a bad deal, right? And you get the hell out of here, dude.
What? That's...
No, that's not gonna happen. Because no matter how you look at it, you won't have any problem using the tent just with a scratch like this. If you insist, I'll give you my equally expensive tent, so just let it go. My tent is actually more expensive, but I have to at least offer him this much to make him back out.
Huh? Are you kidding me? She's the one who caused the problem, so you have no right to interfere.
I'm her boyfriend. Then there's no problem for me to interfere, right?
What?
Besides, I know what you've been doing. You've been banned from a lot of campgrounds, right? I'll give you my tent, so just get the hell out of here.
Then I'll take your tent, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. In any case, it's a relief that he backed down just with a tent. I'm sorry, I lied about being your boyfriend all of a sudden. Oh, hey, are you okay? Hey.
Yes, I'm fine. And I'm sorry I've caused you trouble again.
I have 3 tents, so it's fine. And this happens to a lot of new female campers, especially a beautiful lady like you.
Beautiful? Tohama-san, from now on, please call me Mafuyu. No need for honorifics either. I'll call you Tsukasa too.
What? But you've been so alert against me so far.
Please, okay?
Oh, okay. What's going on all of a sudden? That night, I was having a meal with Mafuyu, who had been acting strange since a while ago.
This tastes good.
Mafuyu looks perfect even when she is eating. I bet she was really popular with guys at school. Oh, wait, school? Come to think of it, are you a student, Mafuyu?
Yes I am. And I'm in my 3rd year at Love Clay Women's University.
Well, I just thought you were really pretty, so you must be really popular at school. What's wrong? You suddenly spouted your fruit out.
that was your fault, okay?
Huh? What did I do? Then, for some reason, Mafuyu started to make a dubious face.
Oh, he's not aware at all. That's worse than me. And he's pretty good looking too.
Good looking? What is?
Nothing. Tsukasa, Are you always like this in your college too?
Huh? Yeah.
I feel sorry for you and the girls in your college.
For some reason, she started feeling sorry for me and my schoolmates. People say the same thing to me a lot, but I don't get it at all.
Well, that's okay. I feel sorry to the girls in his college, but I'm going to force my way through.
Mafuyu?
Tsukasa, it's about time you go to bed, don't you think?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess so.
Well then, thank you for your help today. Good night.
Saying that, Mafuyu returned to her tent. Then, around midnight,
Tsukasa's sleeping face. It's so cute.
I feel someone's presence.
You're still sound asleep even though we're so close. I guess you're tired from everything that happened today.
Oh yes, a lot happened today. Wait, Mafuyu? What are you?
Shh! You'll wake everyone up.
Oh, sorry. Wait, but what are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm just trying to sleep with you.
You just said that so casually.
I couldn't help it. I love you so much that I couldn't stop myself.
Love? Mafuyu? Loves me? Why?
Tsukasa, you should be more careful about what you say and do, okay? After being helped by you in such a cool and gentle manner, anyone would fall in love with you, just like me.
Wait, I've never been popular with girls, so that's strange.
You just don't realize it yourself. But Tsukasa, you're probably very popular with girls. Well then, Tsukasa, let's get to it.
Wait, why are you putting your hands on my clothes?
It's because I came to seduce you, of course.
That's not right, is it? She said so really casually, so I almost let myself get seduced. To be honest, I wanted to get carried away, but... Mafuyu, we have to go through the proper procedure before we do something like this.
So you'll go out with me?
What? And aren't you too close to me?
Going through the proper procedure. That means you'll go out with me, right?
Oh, I guess that's how it's going to be? But it's not very good to go out without knowing each other well.
You won't go out with me?
I guess it's fine. The fact that I couldn't refuse it right away means that I got attracted to her too in this short time. I will.
Oh wow! So you will go out with me!
Yeah. Let's officially... Whoa!
Yay! We're going to be lovers from now on, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I can't resist.
Hey, Mafuyu? Mafuyu, wait! Whoa! And so I started going out with Mafuyu. And from the next day onwards, I would start a new life with her who would turn into a baby. But that's a story for another time. P.S. It seems that someone had taken a video of me saving Mafuyu from Gesuo that night, and he got his previous misdeeds revealed by the victims and was later arrested.